Hello, welcome back to English class. Let's study with your English teacher. As usual, don't forget to share, subscribe, like, and press the bell icon. Today we are in part 3 of the portrait of a lady, and its writer is Khushbant Singh, and this is the last part also. So before starting the text, I would like to request you to lend me your ears, eyes, as well as minds also. In the evening, a change came over her. In the evening, a change came over my grandmother, the grandmother of the narrator. Her refers to grandmother. She did not pray. That was something unusual about her. She didn't pray. She collected the women of the neighborhood, of the locality. She gathered the women, plural is WOMEN, WOMAN, woman, singular, and WOMEN, plural number. She collected, that means she gathered the women of the neighborhood. Neighborhood means locality. Got an old drum. She got an old drum and started to sing. For several hours she thumped. Thumped. Thumped means beat. Beaten. She thumped the sagging. Sagging means hanging or bending down. Dangling part, that is skin, of the dilapidated drum. So skins, that is stretched leather of the dilapidated, dilapidated, that means old and in very bad condition. And this adjective is used for the noun drum. How was the drum? How was the condition? That was old and in very bad condition, and that's why it's a leather, stretched leather, that the leather was hanging or bending down. That is the sagging. Understood? And sang, she sang, sing, sang, sung. So V2 of the homecoming of warriors. Earlier, when warriors returned after the triumph, they used to be welcome just singing song, homecoming song. They were welcome. They were received by singing song, and heralding their return. We had to persuade her. Persuade means convince her to stop, to avoid overstraining. She was actually tiring herself. On that day, she was so happy that she was over straining. So we had to persuade, we had to convince her to stop, to avoid tiring herself. That was the first time since I had known her that she didn't pray. So that was something unusual with my grandmother, the narrator said, with the grandmother of the narrator. The next morning, she was taken ill. The next morning, she was fallen ill. It was a mild fever. My dear students, mild here is adjective. Mild here is adjective. Mild means light fever. It was a mild fever, and the doctor told us, and the doctor told them that it would go. It would go means that she would be all right soon. That she would be all right soon. But my grandmother thought differently. Perhaps she realized that her end is near. She told us that her end was near. She understood. She said that since only a few hours before the close of her last chapter, the, the close of the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us. She wanted to pass that time by by counting the beads of rosary, by taking the names of God. We protested, but she ignored our protest. She didn't pay any heed to our protest. She lay peacefully in bed, praying and telling her beads. She lay peacefully. She lay, lane. Sojana, understood? Lie, lay, lane. That is, and lie, lied, झूठ बोलना. And lay, laid, किसी को सुलाना, or just to put something, understood? I have laid the chalk on the desk. So laid here, that is put. I have put. So my dear students, take care of the word lie. लाई ले लेन, खुद सो जाना होता है, और लाई लाइड लाइड झूठ बोलना होता है, और ले लेड लेड किसी को रखना सुलाना. अंडरस्टूड? आई हैव लेड द लेडर ऑन द ग्राउंड. आई अंडरस्टूड. सो राइट डाउन दीज verbs. So she lay peacefully. How did she lie peacefully? In bed, praying and telling her beads. And she was praying and she was telling the beads of rosary. Even before we could suspect means doubt. My dear students, you should be careful about the there has been a slight means as far as sense is concerned, emotion is concerned, doubt and suspect, little bit difference is there. When we are 100%, 99% sure, that time the verb suspect should be used, suspected. Understood? And doubt, when we are not sure, that time the word doubt is used. I have the every doubt whether he has passed out or not. But doctor suspected that he has been carrying the germs of coronavirus. So that means doctor, they are sure, 99% sure. So even before we could suspect, her lips stopped moving. She was praying, but now her lips stopped moving, and the rosary fell from her lifeless fingers. Fallen. गिर गया था. Past tense is used. Rosary fell from her lifeless fingers. What type of fingers are used here? Fingers lifeless, without life. Has lost its glow, fade, understood, lost color, and it has become lifeless. Next, a peaceful pallor. Pallor means fading of color or becoming lifeless. A peaceful pallor spread on her face. A peaceful pallor on her face. A peaceful pallor means fading of color or becoming lifeless, spread on her face, and we knew that she was dead. Now we are sure, understood, that she was no more. She breathed her last. She breathed her last. She passed away. By using such type of figure of speeches are used to just convey the sense of death. Understood? To avoid just sudden shock. Such type of rhetorical figure of speeches are used. She breathed her last. That means she is no more. We lifted her up. Lift up. Lift. That means we took her up. Up actually the meaning is far. We lifted her up the bed, and as in customary, as far as customs are concerned, laid her on the ground. Dead body, understood, that is laid. Now you have got the word laid. किसी को रखना, understood, लेटाना. तो laid her on the ground में, and covered her with a red shroud, and covered the dead body of grandmother with a red cover shroud. What was the color? Red. So these are also the customs. After a few hours of mourning, mourning means bemoaning, bemoaning. After a few hours of bemoaning, or just you can say lamenting over the death of grandmother, we left her alone to make arrangements for her funeral, for her cremation. Arrangements were to be made for the smooth conduct of funeral ceremony of grandmother of the narrator. In the evening, we went to her room with a crude stretcher. Crude, simple, coarse. Stretcher means wooden frame for carrying the dead. We are familiar with this wooden frame. So crude stretcher to take her to be cremated. For what purpose arrangements were made of crude stretcher? Just to take her to be cremated, to carry to that place. The sun was setting, ghat, or you can say to the ghat. Generally dead bodies are cremated on the ghats of rivers, holy rivers, namely Ganges, and the spot, you can just famous spot Banaras, there is Varanasi or Banaras, there is Manikarna or Harishchandra Ghat. So and even Sangam also, Allahabad. The sun was setting and had lit her room. The sun was setting. There was the twilight of grandmother also, and now this is just the sun was also setting and had lit or lighted. So the sun, which lighted her room? Sun. Here nature also, nature's natural light is you can say natural light lighted the or lit the room of grandmother and veranda with a blaze, with a glow of golden light, the background. That is also something we can say that nature is with grandmother, decorated. Means accordingly the situation was created. We stopped halfway in the courtyard. COURTYARD means area. We stopped halfway in the courtyard, all over the veranda, and in her room, right up to where she lay dead and steep. How was she lying dead? How was she dead and steep also? That body became hard, cold also, lifeless. So steep, wrapped in the red shroud. Thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. My dear students, Just pay attention to the sparrows which grandmother used to feed every day, and that happened or was the most was the happiest moment for the grandmother. Those sparrows gathered there to mourn the dead body of the grandmother. Thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. There was no chirruping. There was no chirruping. There was no chirping. There was no twittering. They were mourning. They were lamenting. They were bemoaning their beloved grandmother. We felt sorry for the birds because there has been a sense of loss for the birds also. They also felt the sense of loss. We felt sorry for the birds, and my mother brought some bread for them. As was done by grandmother, this time in the absence of grandmother, my mother, narrator's mother, fetched to go and bring, went and brought some bread for them. Them refers to the sparrows. She broke it into little crumbs. The mother of the narrator broken. It refers to bread. It refers to bread into little crumbs, into little bits. The way my grandmother used to. My grandmother was habituated to. Used to. And threw it to them. Them refers to the sparrows. The sparrows took no notice of the bread. My dear students, how nature is mourning the dead body, the death of such a pious lady is expressed beautifully. Nature is expressing. Okay, just let's come to the last full stop. After that we will discuss at length and explain these lines also. So sparrows took no notice of the bread because they also were upset. They were also became very sad over the dead body of grandmother. When we carried my grandmother's corpse up, here carried off, O-double-F. Corpse means dead body of human being, and carcass, C-R-C-A-S-S, dead body of animals. So when we carried my grandmother's corpse up, they flew away quietly. How did they fly away? How did the sparrows fly away? Quietly. The sparrows paid their silent homage to the old lady, to the pious lady. Next morning, the sweeper swept, S-W-E-P, sweep, swept, jhadu dena. Sweeper swept the bread crumbs into the dustbin. Where did the sweeper put those bits of bread? Into the dustbin. So I think these lines require explanation. Let's explain. The grandmother was really very much excited and happy when the narrator returned from abroad. She came to the station to receive him. She took him in her arms when they met. She was in a mood of celebration. She collected the women of the neighborhood in the evening. She continued beating an old drum and sang for hours. She even forgot to pray also. So that is the when the narrator returned. And question comes from these very lines. How did the sparrows mourn the death of the grandmother? Or how did the sparrows express their sorrow at the death of the grandmother? The sparrows who joined the mourning, the sparrows They also joined the mourning. They sat in thousands around her dead body. They didn't cheer up, nor did they touch the crumbs of bread thrown to them by narrator's mother. They flew away quietly, sant, calmly, without making any noise, without singing, without twittering, quietly, when the dead body was carried off OFF for cremation. So it is quite true that when people are pious and good, even nature mourns their death. It is quite true. Even nature mourns the death of pious and good people. The narrator's grandmother was pious and kind-hearted lady, and that is reflected through her activities, love for animal, for dogs in the village. She used to feed the stray dogs, and when they came back, when they came to the city, when they were called, when they were summoned by the parents of the narrator in the city, that time, in the absence of stray dogs, she used to feed the sparrows. So even nature mourns the death of pious and good people. The narrator's grandmother was pious and kind-hearted lady. Her death was mourned not only by the members of her family, but also by nature. The sparrows expressed their grief at the death of the grand old lady. They sat in thousands around her dead body. They didn't cheer up, nor did they touch the crumbs of bread thrown at them. They flew away quietly when her dead body was carried off for cremation. So, let's infer word meaning of the difficult words, the new words. First word we came across, that is thumped, thumped. That means beat with hands. My dear students, here beat, B-A-T, beat with hands. Next word, sagging. Sagging is hanging down. Already we discussed the, we infer one meaning of that very word, sagging. Sagging, hanging or bending down. Next word is skins, stretched leather. That is skins, skins of the drum. Next word, very important word, dilapidated, D-I-L-A-P-I-D-A-T-D, falling to pieces, or old and in very bad condition. Even with the condition of hospital also, old, understood, and very bad condition, you in writing section you can use the word dilapidated just to give grace to your writing, just to add embellishment to your writing. Dilapidated, the condition of the hospital, is however it is in dilapidated condition. How is the condition? Dilapidated condition. So falling to pieces. Next word is warriors, fighters. Persuade, convince. Overstraining, tiring herself. Mild, mild adjective, mild is light, light fever here. Omitted, forgotten. Protested, Protestd, protested. We asked her not to do it. We convinced her to just overstrain. Ignored, didn't care for. Suspect, Doubt, already we have discussed. When we are sure 100%, that time suspect word is used, and when there is no surety, that time doubt word is used. The doctor has suspected that the patient has been carrying the germs of coronavirus. That means doctor is sure. And I have the every doubt whether you are telling the truth or not. Next, pallor, fading of color or becoming lifeless. Next, customary, according to the custom. Shroud, covering for the dead body. Funeral, burning the dead. Crude, simple or coarse. Stretched, stretched. Wooden frame for, actually this is stretcher. My dear students, again there is a spelling mistake. कैसा था, क्रूड स्ट्रेचर था. सो वुडन फ्रेम फॉर कैरिंग द डेड. अंडरस्टूड. स्ट्रेचर पढ़ लीजिए, STRETCHER. कैसा स्ट्रेचर, STRETCHER, क्रूड स्ट्रेचर. ओके, सो दैट इज, यू रीड इट एज स्ट्रेचर. वुडन फ्रेम फॉर कैरिंग द डेड. नेक्स्ट, टू बी क्रिमेटेड, burning the dead. To be cremated, to be burnt, to be burnt the dead body. Blaze, blaze means glow. Steep, hard. Wrapped, covered with. Scattered, lying here and there. Fetched, went and brought. Lana and Anna, Jana and Lana. Crumbs, pieces or bits. Took no notice of, that means didn't care. Carried the corpse of, removed the dead body. Dustbin, the box used for throwing the garbage. Thank you very much for you have listened to me with the greatest concentration. Thank you.